Welcome back, viewers. You're watching The Savera and I'm Shefali. In a development underscoring the growing warmth in India-US ties, US President Donald Trump telephoned Prime Minister Narendra Modi to personally extend his greetings on Modi's 75th birthday. The exchange of pleasantries, which come after a gap of several months without direct communication between the two leaders, was more than symbolic. It coincided with renewed efforts by both countries to conclude a long-pending trade agreement. Prime Minister Modi, in a public acknowledgement of the call, described Trump as a friend and thanked him for his thoughtful wishes. He also linked the occasion to a broader message of partnership, declaring that both leaders remain firmly committed to elevating the India-US comprehensive and global partnership. Modi further welcomed Trump's initiatives aimed at achieving a peaceful settlement for the Ukraine conflict, suggesting alignment on issues extending beyond bilateral trade. The timing of the call was particularly notable. On the same day, senior officials from both governments were engaged in substantive discussions in New Delhi. Braden Lynch, the U.S. Assistant Trade Representative for South and Central Asia, met with Rajesh Agarwal, India's Chief Trade Negotiator and Special Secretary in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Now, according to an official statement from the ministry, the talks were described as positive and forward-looking, covering multiple facts as the proposed deal. Both sides agreed to intensify negotiations with the goal of achieving an early conclusion to what they termed as a mutual beneficial trade agreement. Trump, who has in recent weeks signaled a renewed focus on economic diplomacy and earlier announced the revival of trade talks with India. In a September 9 post on Truth Social, he said he was pleased to announce that discussions were back on track and voiced confidence that no serious obligations would prevent a successful outcome. Emphasizing the importance of the partnership, he referred to Modi as a very good friend and indicated that an eagerness to engage with the Indian leader again in the near future. For New Delhi, Trump's outreach and Washington's renewed emphasis on trade talks align with the larger tragedy of strengthening ties with the United States. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in a responding post on X, reinforced the sentiment by describing the two nations as close friends and natural partners. He expressed optimism that trade negotiations would not only resolve outstanding barriers but also pave the way for unlocking what he termed the timeless potential of the India-US partnership. Further underlining Washington's commitment, Sergio Jor, Trump's nominee for US ambassador to India, described New Delhi as a strategic partner during his Senate confirmation hearing last week. Gore assured lawmakers that he would prioritize bolstering both defense cooperation and economic engagement with India. If confirmed, strikingly, he also revealed that the two countries were close to finalizing a trade agreement, noting that the negotiations had advanced the stage of working out the nifty-gritty details. Observers see the parallel developments, the resumption of trade talks, public affirmations of friendship between the two leaders, and the Senate's consideration of a new U.S. ambassador to India as indicators to a renewed push to solidify one of the world's most substantial bilateral relations. Now, while trade barriers and differences remain, officials on both sides have openly expressed confidence that these can be resolved through sustained dialogue. Taken together, Trump's outreach to Modi and the intensification of trade negotiations appear to mark a broader reset in the India-US relations. At a time when both nations are navigating shifting global alignments and economic uncertainties, the reaffirmation of trust and partnership between their leaders is being viewed as a timely and strategic development with potential long-term impact on regional and global affairs. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to The Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.